What time is it?
It's freak out time.
Today's prosperous society revolves around social, marital, sexual, and serial monogamy. But some people argue polygamy is the natural state. With that in mind, viewers are often fascinated by modern polygamous couples following religions, such as denominations of LDS, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and usually living in Utah, USA. Unfortunately, not all relationships work out long-term, but some individuals feel trapped and pressured to stay by their partners or church. That's where the cast of Escaping Polygamy, a TV show aired between 2014 and April 2019, stepped in to help. We checked where the cast members are 4 years later, one of whom publicly stepped down. Jessica and Andrea Christensen and Chanel DeRue were three sisters who left a polygamous group entitled The Order, a Mormon fundamentalist denomination based in Salt Lake City, Utah. After exiting, they assisted other individuals who wanted to break free from their religious unions, starting with their family and friends. They mainly helped people who at least notionally subscribed to the beliefs of FLDS, Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and AUB, Apostolic United Brethren. Although the show premiered on A&E, it moved to Lifetime, an A&E subsidiary, in 2009, where it aired its fourth season. Unfortunately, although the network never officially canceled the show, Jessica informed her audience via Instagram in 2019 that she would not return for the fifth season. Her sisters presumably chose not to go back without Jessica, and that's the last viewers heard about the situation. We will discuss where the three sisters, and a few notable women they saved from polygamy, ended up. Some became mothers, while others chose to remarry and remain childless, which is a common reason husbands are encouraged to take more wives in the order. Moreover, all women on the list became independent and pursued their passions, something the religion's leaders claimed would be impossible if they left. Viewers usually recognize Jessica Christensen first and most often. The show's trailers and the first episode featured her receiving a text message from a woman asking for help to escape her polygamous relationship. Her story encouraged other women, since Jessica is the sixth of 12 children of the Kingston clan's leader, Daniel Kingston, and his sixth wife, Heidi Mattingly Foster. At the age of 14, she'd almost become engaged to her uncle, who was 42. Her aunt swooped in and saved her from becoming his third wife. Unfortunately, although Jessica escaped, the court took away custody of her two daughters. She began saving women in a similar situation almost immediately after she turned 18, and another family adopted her. Jessica, or Jess, left her lifestyle behind and shifted to monogamy. She married Todd, who got his master's degree from Purdue University in 2002, and has 3 children with him. 2 were born prematurely. She welcomed her oldest in 2010 at 29 weeks, and her youngest, Rosie, at 32 weeks. Jessie consistently complimented her husband for being present in the children's lives, safe, and supportive of her independence. Jessica and Todd bought a house in 2022 and are raising their children to be LGBTQ accepting and loving of their cousins, but not seeking marriage. She also disclosed that her grandfather and grandmother were supportive and loving, that her grandma died first, and that he passed away in late 2022, suffering from Alzheimer's. Further, she's a proud food and fitness lover who enjoys listening to Hawaiian artist Kilana. Jessica's biggest struggle is not becoming a workaholic because she spent her childhood working for the cult. She also commented in the September 2022 lawsuit against her former religious group, noting she wasn't among those that filed, but backed their claims. Jessica added that all members left after she did, so she couldn't testify. However, she provided a pay stub of working 191.2 hours a month without pay as a child, and declared that stories of various abuse feel familiar. As of 2017, Jessica was pursuing a master's degree in social work, and presumably finished it before being employed as a social worker. Jessica is particularly annoyed by some states' child protection laws, especially what was deemed abuse, and asking for help. Moreover, viewers of similar TV shows know that polygamous groups survive by relocating to states suited to their lifestyles. Additionally, although she continues as a social worker to this day, Jessica started working in healthcare during the COVID-19 pandemic and chose to homeschool her children. During the height of the pandemic, she emphasized the importance of masks, since they helped her preemptively born children who have always had to take antibiotics for respiratory illnesses. Andrea Christensen, who now goes by Brewer, is Jessica's sister and the third child of Daniel and Heidi. She escaped with her aunt's help at the same time as Jessica. However, after being placed in foster care at 12, the sisters were separated and only reconnected and remained close after they started helping others escape their former lifestyle. They also chose different life paths and residences. Andrea wanted a law degree, so attended Pacific Lutheran University and then graduated from the University of Washington. At first, she practiced as a public service law attorney, but has switched to civil litigation cases in the last few years. Moreover, although news shortly after the show ended cited her residence as Seattle, Washington State, Andrea's Twitter profile, under the handle @BrewerA2012, revealed that she moved to nearby Tacoma. The profile also displayed Andrea's opinions, such as her issue that white was deemed a default race and rarely specified. Andrea also discussed the 2020 presidential election, mental health issues in the polygamous community, and the challenges of making friends post-polygamy. She also commented on the Washakie renewable energy scam the Kingston clan, mentioned as Davis County Cooperative Society, used to steal hundreds of millions of US dollars. Andrea reveals that reading self-help books, talking to others in the polygamous setting, and accepting help were key actions in her transition to a monogamous lifestyle. Thus, she co-founded a nonprofit organization entitled Hope After Polygamy to assist everyone in her former situation with funds for necessities and education. She also urged the polygamous community in Utah to wear a mask, fearing how quickly COVID-19 would spread with husbands going back and forth between their wives. She also uses her Twitter profile to share the latest developments in polygamy and promote the organization's work. For instance, Andrea brought attention to the case of Vanguard Academy, a private charter high school, and Ensign Learning Center, an elementary school. According to her and Fox 13 findings, the nonprofit organization behind those institutions allegedly hid $12 million in assets from taxes, as they owned 11 homes not required or used for teaching. Moreover, its directors, officers, and teachers in charge were allegedly all members of the order who used the funds for personal benefits. Furthermore, the organization repeatedly had ties to the Kingston family and 100% white students and personnel. They also apparently abused polygamous family relationships to avoid putting taxable business actions on paper and got people to sign over their homes, vehicles, and other property. Suzanne Owens, then director, lied about only hearing about the Kingston clan and was later deposed. Chanel DeRue has the same father as Andrea and Jessica. After suffering physical and verbal abuse from a cousin at 18, her mother, Shirley Snow, the seventh wife of Daniel Kingston, helped her escape the marriage. Chanel had an identical situation to Jessica. After she divorced her cult-involved husband in 2021, she married a new husband outside of polygamy at 21 and has 3 daughters. Unfortunately, she chose to live away from the spotlight and is absent from social media since an interview with the Salt Lake Tribune in 2017. However, she continues to help women through Hope After Polygamy. She also attended meetings with the Utah State Charter School Board in 2022 over the case of Vanguard Academy and noted that all 4 of the school's representatives who attended were related to the cult leader, Paul Eldon Kingston. Many fans also remember Amanda Ray Grant, who appeared in 6 episodes in 2018 and left the religion in 2011. Although she wasn't in the primary cast, she was a rare member who took legal action against the order. First, she clarified many things during the Fox 13 investigation of the Ensign Learning Center. For example, she noted that people, including her mom, signed everything over to the religious business in exchange for getting everything they could want: education, a house, a job, and a car. Although this seemed ideal on paper, it allowed the religious group to control members and stop them from leaving since they had nothing under their own names in the outside world. Amanda Ray Grant also launched a joint lawsuit against the order in September 2022. It included 109 pages of accusations against Paul, the leader, and other higher-ups, several of whom are his brothers. Besides the earlier tax evasion and frauds, the allegations included sexual abuse, forcing women into marriage and early pregnancies, violating child labor laws, and human trafficking. The Kingston Group accused one of the lawyers, Roger Houle, a documentary producer behind polygamy-based shows such as Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey, of using the case as grounds for new media content. They claim he offered money to incentivize former members to join the lawsuit and wanted to leverage preconceived notions to win the case. At the end of the statement, they proclaimed innocence, saying that the accusers couldn't substantiate their claims. Amanda Ray also has an Instagram account, @MirandaRayGrant, with over 17,000 followers and a YouTube channel with over 32,000 subscribers. She used the latter medium to detail her life in her cult, such as the family abuse she went through and why people she confided in ignored it. Amanda also explains the order's control over members and released over 60 episodes of her podcast, Culty Cup of Coffee, by March 2023, one of which features Jessica Christensen. In many viewers' opinion, Jennifer should have received more time to shine. She wasn't an original cast member and only fled from her father, John Daniel Kingston, and mother, Heidi, around mid-2016. Jennifer frantically called her older sisters Jessica and Andrea in the second season's first episode, entitled Father's Wrath, confiding that their parents are forcing her to marry a man in the order she doesn't love. However, her story only drew attention in the fourth season, halfway through 2018, when producers spotlighted her. Fans primarily remembered her escaping by jumping out of a 3-story window, and her saying it was less painful than suffering her parents' controlling behaviors. Unsurprisingly, fans were nosy after the show's run ended, wanting to know if Jennifer found love like her older sisters. Sadly, she decided to maintain a low profile and has barely revealed anything about her post-show life, besides that she dated a 12 years older first cousin. Vanna Barlow was another victim the sisters helped escape and who attracted interest for her personality. Thus, although she isn't a leading cast member, her story merits a brief look. As a reminder, Vanna escaped alongside Ariel from FLDS in 2017, and although it went without an issue, Ariel afterwards learned that she was pregnant. Using her Instagram profile, @vbarlow.vb1, Vanna revealed that she had a daughter, Avaya, in 2019. Vanna didn't disclose who the father is, but took a selfie with her sister Ariel in 2020 to signify that the two remain close. She also confirmed that she's now living in Arizona. Another non-religious cast member, but a prominent personality featured in one of the episodes, was Colleen Snow, Chanel's sister. At 16, she married her second cousin, but the relationship was monogamous. However, religion, family, and friends influenced him to desire more wives a mere year later. Colleen disliked this and escaped the marriage after she tried to convince her husband to leave the community too. Colleen Snow now seemingly still lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, and is an esthetician, makeup artist, dancer, and model. She also creates costumes, is a proclaimed yogini, helps others leave a polygamous lifestyle in her free time, and works for a collaborative with her hair salon Lunar Hair in Boise, Idaho. She also appeared in her cousin's podcast, Culty Cup of Coffee, and exclusively said that she attempted to leave the cult at 15. Sadly, she was caught and sent to a repentance home in Idaho, where she did hard labor on a potato farm while fasting and praying. Colleen revealed that she met her first husband there, and divulged other unknown information too, such as that her husband forbade her to attend school because he feared other men would hit on her. As noted, all main cast members and several prominent women featured in a few episodes pursued distinct goals outside the cult. They all switched to monogamy, and some had children. One sister became a lawyer, another a social worker, and worked in a hospital during the COVID-19 pandemic, and the third remarried but kept her primary occupation private. Most women, including the victims the main cast members rescued, relocated to other states to avoid the order's influence. Moreover, the show's main cast co-founded and remains active in a non-profit organization, Hope After Polygamy. Although the three sisters showed no regrets about filming the show, They now lead lives away from the camera. Viewers assume that the show declined in popularity, possibly after TV shows such as Sister Wives, Seeking Brother Husband, and Seeking Sister Wife often displayed the benefits of consensual polygamy. The crew claimed that they never pressured any alleged victim into leaving before they were ready, and that escaping polygamy was sometimes dangerous and posed a legal risk. Fans undoubtedly remember when someone pointed a red laser, presumably from a long-range, high-powered weapon, in April 2019 in Phoenix, Arizona. Moreover, Susan Nelson, mother to Melanie Nelson, featured in the first season, sued the Lifetime crew for trespassing in December 2014. However, Lifetime has yet to cancel the show formally, and Laura Fleury, the head of programming at LMN, cited overcoming adversity, believing something better is out there, and spreading the message of love and family are the key messages of the show. Furthermore, the official Twitter account, @Escape Polygamy, posted twice after the filming, asked for donations to the cause in 2020, and provided an update about the Kingston clan in 2021. All this information suggests that the show could restart with other cast members. There seem to be many potential candidates, as the Christensen sisters have over 200 siblings.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on social media or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.